Hi guys, this is the third episode of The Hash Brown Traveler. I'm your host, Mr. H. Today I talk about my first time experience traveling to Dubai. So first, the thing here is that actually my original idea was not to go to Dubai actually. The thing here is that I was supposed to go to Bahrain for the F1 race. But for unfortunate reasons, that plan was called off. Hence, I had to use the ticket for another place. I was thinking of the place, then I thought, okay, naturally, why can't we try going to Dubai? And it worked out cheap also. To know more about the Bahrain trip, I will put that in another episode. For the time being, I'll explain you on how I booked the trip to Dubai. See, the thing here is I booked on Air Arabia flight to Bahrain, but since I cancelled it, the credit was there in the Air Arabia ticket. So since it were covered both ways, so I can use it for one place. So I decided to take the trip via Delhi to Sharjah. That's all. So it worked out as near 20,000 rupees along with food and all. Then I booked it up. I went to the office and I just booked the ticket, and then I used the ticket PNR, and then I went forward with booking the ticket to Dubai via Sharjah, because that's the main hub for Air Arabia flights. The thing here is that from where I had to go to Delhi. So I booked the flight to Delhi, and from Delhi I had to catch the flight to Sharjah. So the thing here was like it was easy for me. I had to book an Indigo flight. From Indigo I just went there to Delhi, and then I was waiting for my Air Arabia flight, and I just sat in my first time experience in traveling in Air Arabia. You can see in this video specifically like how's the environment of it, and hear the announcements and all, and you can see the takeoff happening also. The travel was like 4 hours from Delhi to Sharjah. This is the first time that the plane had flown through Pakistani airspace. So you should know that this happened in 2019. So you know the strikes that happened in 2019, and moreover because of which the Pakistani government had shut the airspace for Indian planes to fly, and because of that Indian planes had to fly through a diversion and all that. I had to take diversions different ways. Either they had to go down south and to avoid the Pakistani airspace and fly, and because of that it was taking a lot of time. So this time actually that ban was lifted off by July. So I traveled in July. So I was a little excited to fly over Pakistani airspace, but I couldn't see nothing from below because it was very high and above. So then I landed in Sharjah. So when I landed in Sharjah, I was like seeing all those Turkish airline flights parked there to Sahiba Gorkan Airport to Turkey. So I was just I just went through the immigration. So the fun part is when I went to the Sharjah immigration, I saw this lady who was the immigration officer. So she asked where I was from and all that. And I said I was from India and all that. And then immediately she started to speak in broken Hindi with me. So logically speaking here, I know Hindi, but really the truth here is I can speak good English also, and it would be wise if you can speak English to me. But the thing is that the immigration officer was an Arab lady, and she was trying to speak broken Hindi. Maybe because of the fact that most of the travelers are either from India or Bangladesh, and their language is only Hindi, and they would know, because Bangladeshis also know Hindi to communicate. So that's why, because of habit, maybe she would think every Indian must be some migrant worker. So because of which I just said okay, fine. And then I like the fun part where she said wo dakhan maro, like that. I mean, like, she just told me to kick the gate entry so that you can pass through the entry. So then I just walked in, and then I landed in the conveyor belt where I wanted to take my baggage. There I went to the SIM section where they were giving SIMs for 20 dirhams, I guess. Yeah, for 20 dirhams they were giving a SIM. So I just was willing to, I just came there and was just willing to get the SIM because it would be free and I would just get a top up. I just had to show my passport and all. But then what happened was it was a lot of rush. A lot of people were there. It's like mostly Indian travelers only. And actually, those people who were in the SIM shop were technically were like two people, guy from Africa and one Indian lady. They were in the SIM shop. So they were like they made me wait a lot of time. They just made me wait so much. And then what happened was I just finally got my turn to show the passport, but she didn't accept the passport because it had smudges in the biodata page, in which she said no, it was not reading, sorry, I can't give the SIM. So I was very disappointed about it. But when I wanted to exchange the money, there the passport worked for scanning. I just don't understand why. So I just exited out of the airport, and then I just wanted to see what was the mode of transportation. Then so there was this guy who approached me. He was a taxi driver from Bangladesh. So he asked, sir, you want to go, where do you want to go? And it's like, I want to go to Dubai. So no sir, I just give me 100 dirhams, I can take you to Dubai. So first I object. First he told that 120 dirhams. I said no. And he said no, I just give me 100 dirhams, I will take you. And I said okay, fine. Anyways, I have money, so I can just hop on in the car and go. So I kept on traveling on the way through the Sheikh Zayed highway. You can see in the video here how we're traveling, and he blaring out the music in his FM. I think mostly it's a Quran FM, I guess. So you can hear all the holy prayers coming in that. So I was going straight through the Sheikh Zayed highway. But the only drawback here is I landed to my destination, but the thing here is he dropped me off in the Mall of Emirates. I asked him why you're dropping me in the Mall of Emirates. I said my hotel is near the Mall of Emirates. He says no, this is what you have told, so I can't wait here much. You give me 110 dirhams. I mean, like you said 100 dirhams. So no sir, I don't have time sir, just give me 110. So I just ended up giving 110 dirhams and I just walked. I kept on walking through the mall, I mean like the exit of the mall and all that, and then I was unable to track through GPS. I was just trying to navigate my way, and I went to my hotel room, which is the Ibis Al Barsha hotel, which is there near Al Barsha, the Ibis Mall of Emirates hotel. So I went there. So I just went there. I just got my card, my access. I just got my access card and all that. I just sat in my room and just saw my. I was just spending some time watching some TV, and then I had a good lunch in Ibis hotel, which was very nice. I liked it a lot. And then after that, I just had a nap, and I just woke up so that I had to go buy the SIM. So first, my idea was to go to Etisalat office. So I booked a cab, went to the Etisalat office. Etisalat guy is saying that it was more like 200 dirhams or something. I was like, I can't pay so much for a SIM like that. So it was kind of expensive. So I didn't know what to do. So I was just walking around until I can. And then I realized, what if I can just go to a mall and get the SIM? So I went to the Mall of Emirates. So I went to the Carrefour supermarket there. So there they were selling the Virgin Mobile SIMs. So the Virgin Mobile SIMs were like technically 100 dirhams. Just she asked me my passport. I just had to show the immigration stamp, and then I got the SIM. So I was only valid for 30 days, and the top up was there and all that. And I just put the SIM, and I could just move on. I could use the data. So the next program of the day was to go to Dubai Mall. So I took the metro to the Dubai Mall. I just went there, and you can see in the photos here how I got to see the first looks of Dubai Mall, how spectacular it was and very grandiose, and how spectacular and beautiful it was. But trust me, it's huge. It's so huge that it puts all the malls in India to shame. Because this is the only mall in the universe I've seen that's that big. It's so big and huge. I just cannot believe in my own eyes that it took me a lot of time to navigate and see a lot of places. And I had to go to the food court, and I had to see what was there. Actually, I was not searching for the food court. I was just trying to navigate. I was just navigating and seeing the places, and then I saw the fountain show. You can see in this video how the fountain show came up, and how the Burj Khalifa was illuminated at night. It was very beautiful sight and all that. And then, moreover, I just decided to go inside, and then I saw Tim Hortons cafe shop. Yeah, it's a famous joint in Canada. So I got my first try at Tim Hortons. I loved the iced tea there, and the donuts was good. And then I finally went to the food court. I got my chance to try the fat burger with with the big fries and soda, which was good. I really liked it a lot. You can see this photo very much. It's a very nice food. I mean, like, the burger was filling, but the fries, I left it. I could not eat the fries. It was very difficult for me. And then I just finished my trip at the Dubai Mall and just headed back to the room. Now on day two, I just wanted to meet one of my father's friends. So it was very nice of him to show around the places. Like, he just took me on a drive. He took me to the Burj Arab for a minute and just showed me the place. And then we had a good talk. We had to spend a lot of good time and all. We ate in the South Indian restaurant, which was good and all. And it was a very good experience. And then I just headed back to my room. And this time I went to the Mall of Emirates, where again I shopped as usual for things. And then, moreover, now, then after the thing, I just went to Lulu. I did some shopping there in Al Barsha, and then after that, I just in the evening I went to the Mall of Emirates. Just saw around the places. It was nice to see a lot of things, and I got a taste. I got my first-hand taste on Charlie's Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah, it's obviously a vegetarian cheesesteak only, because it's not. I don't eat non-veg, so I had it. It was nice. It's technically like a Subway, but it's not a customized Subway. It's like you get the toppings. It was a very nice food. It was a very nice Subway sandwich, to be honest. The Charlie's Philly steak sandwich. So after that, I just headed back to my room as usual. So actually, the third day is the whole Abu Dhabi episode, which I have uploaded in the previous episode. I hope you can watch that episode to get a clarity of what happened in Abu Dhabi, my first-hand experience of going there. And the next episode, I will tell about how I left Dubai to the airport. It's some very harrowing experience that I want to share to you. Hope you like this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. The Hash Brown Traveler.